So I currently work with middle school, but I have worked in elementary. I've also I did my internship at a high school, and I worked in preschool for a good, maybe solid 10 years. So I think I have a nice, I think I have a nice range. I've also done early intervention, from 0 to 3. So I feel like I've captured from 0 up until 21. I currently I currently am an adjunct, so now I'm covering like higher ed, when I'm not in schools. And we have families that don't know the types of services that they have accessible to them. So I work with some undocumented families here, who have children that have what people would consider a developmental delay, or that categorized under SSI, right? And they're not aware that they have the ability to provide to apply for services that could essentially prepare their child as they grow older, to receive transition services through SSI or disability. So I feel like, I don't want to say we missed the boat, but I feel like we have specific specific families in our community that we could be doing better, outreach, or better connection to resources. I've had a few families where I've taken to the SSI office, or I've translated for them, because they need or require someone to help translate, the questions that they're asking, for their child. And parents sometimes don't know that they have access to those for their child that's born here because of their immigration status. So I feel like sometimes that because they don't know that, they miss out on a lot of, services that could be available to them as their student ages out. Because my concern is when students age out of high school, what happens to them then? What happens to vocational, therapy, or services, for those individual students. And families oftentimes, here at least, it's just, it's also cultural. I feel like family sticks together and they take care of each other, but I also feel like they also need resources, right, to be provided to help support, their older child that may have a disability. I feel like we could be doing in my community, and I feel like if we had so many other resources to support that for parents, like, it's always my goal to make sure parents get what they need, in our community. It's always my goal that, it shouldn't be because of their immigration status that they don't have access to these things. But I feel like access, like better collaboration with organizations giving parents the access that they need, whether you put it online and you provide it in another language, but sometimes just putting literature up, for people to read is not enough, right? It has to be it could be a video how to access those services, or a step by step, because sometimes people need to know what that whole process looks like.